All right. Here's the deal. All right. Tough loss for Kansas City. Really a tough loss. But at the same time, it's really not a tough loss. And the reason I say that is we just went 40-43 against the greatest quarterback of all time. Let that sink in. The most viewed football game of the year was tonight in Gillette Stadium against Tom Brady and the Kansas City Chiefs. Did I want to win? Yes. I did want to win. Did I expect to win? Yes, I did expect to win. Did I expect anything short of what Patrick Mahomes did tonight? No, not a chance. He lived up to the hype. Tonight was a telling game for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. More so on Patrick Mahomes' side. Yes, the first drive he did miss Kareem Hunt and he did miss Tyreek. Granted, the pass to Tyreek, whatever. But the pass to Kareem, yes, he did overthrow it. We were down 24-9 in the first half. And as I was leaving my friend's house, I told him, hey, don't worry. I said, don't worry, it's going to be okay. And I hold true to that. And the reason why is because the Kansas City Chiefs, for the first time since Lynn Dawson, have a franchise quarterback. Let that sink in. Take a few seconds. If you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan or anyone in this country that is living and breathing on the grounds of the United States of America, to understand that Patrick Mahomes is a force to be reckoned with. He is the next great quarterback in the NFL. Whether you like it or not, whether you wake up tomorrow and you're a Browns fan and you have Mayfield as your quarterback after you watched him absolutely struggle against San Diego today. And I'll wait. Who did the Chiefs beat in week 1? The San Diego Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kansas City Chiefs are for real. And I know we lost and we're 5-1 and whatever. But tonight's game was short of amazing. Granted, Tyreek, he made a play on the ball and he scored a touchdown and he gave Tom Brady way too much time to end the game. And I understand that. And anyone who wants to throw Bob Sutton under the bus and say, oh, he needs to be fired, and I was that person a few weeks ago. He does have some questionable play calls, but today didn't matter. There was nothing that Bob Sutton could have done. There's nothing that any defensive coordinator could have done against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Nothing. It's Tom Brady being Tom Brady. It's the GOAT being the GOAT. And that's all there is that needs to be said. The Chiefs were depleted on defense. Justin Houston out. Eric Berry still not in the game. I mean, D Ford didn't even get to the quarterback, really. We had 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Patrick Mahomes did not get sacked once in this game. He did not get sacked once, okay? So that's where it is. Okay? The game was spectacular. It was a chess match. Granted, the first half, the New England Patriots won. And if I were to do anything different in this game today, it would have been, as opposed to Patrick Mahomes throwing an interception in the second half, or in the first half, sorry, whenever he threw that second interception, I would have tried to have gotten a field goal in that situation. Getting as many points on the board and going into the third quarter against Tom Brady is what my goal is. I want to get as many points as I can against Tom Brady. It's the only thing I do different in the game. I thought this would be Sammy Watkins' breakout game. It wasn't. Kareem, short of sensational. Tyreek, same thing. Patrick Mahomes, same thing. The Chiefs played well, ladies and gentlemen. But at the end of the day, when you have to go against Tom Brady, and yes, he's old, he's aging, but it doesn't make a difference. Tom Brady does not age. He is the mother Terminator. That's all it comes down to. He's the greatest. And for it to come down to a field goal and for the Patriots to win it that way, it sucks, yes. But for Rob Gronkowski to be wide open on, I think it was an I formation play, and then they just busted out and he was wide open, yes, okay, maybe Bob Sutton could have called a better play right there. Gronk was slim to nothing. Same with Travis Kelce the whole game. Travis didn't do nothing. Same with Gronk. And for him to be wide open like that, at that point in the game, it reminds me of the Steelers game on that third down when Justin Houston was guarding Antonio Brown. So it was very similar to that. You can never keep your eyes off Gronk, and I think that's where it hurt the Chiefs the most tonight in tonight's game. So if anyone wants to blame Bob Sutton, that's fine, but it's still Tom Brady that you're going against. It's still Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon, and Gronkowski that you're going against. And the Chiefs went bow for bow and lost by 3 points. So say what you want, but we all know that the Chiefs are a force to be reckoned with. And it's for many years to come, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just tonight. You guys just did not see the Patty Mahomes show tonight. You're going to see it for many years to come. I mean, this dude was down 24-9 going against Tom Brady going into the third quarter, and he showed up. Yes, we did have that return for 97 yards, and I was like, why are they kicking off to this dude? Well, one, because he was a rookie, and they thought he was going to make a mistake, and he didn't make a mistake. He ran the ball for 97 yards against their special teams. So, regardless of the fact, that's just all I'm trying to say. Anyone tomorrow, the talk is going to be the Patriots, of course, and that's fine. But I think what everyone wanted to see tonight is what they got, and that is that Patrick Mahomes is the real deal. I think when we were watching the game earlier, I was with a few of my friends, and we could see that there were some nerves with Patrick, and we could tell he was a little bit nervous, and it showed, especially in the first quarter, and maybe a little bit of the second quarter, but he adjusted. And maybe it did get to him in the first and second quarter. And if that's the case, imagine what it's going to be like when nothing gets to him. Imagine what it's like whenever he has Tom Brady's mindset. Imagine that. Imagine when Patrick Mahomes is able to go in the game and he's not nervous at all. Imagine that. Imagine when he is not going to... what I'm saying is, yes, if he's going into a game and he doesn't have to imagine anything, it's called game over, folks. And yes, he won't have Tyreek forever. He won't have Travis Kelce forever. He won't have Sammy Watkins forever. And that creates mismatches and all that stuff. But Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. The dude is phenomenal. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 300 yards, over 300 yards for the 5th straight game, breaking a franchise record in Kansas City. Yeah, we don't have Drew Brees, Saints fans. We don't have Tom Brady. We don't have Peyton Manning. We have Patrick Mahomes. And yes, he's breaking records already in his 7th. Well, yeah, it's his 7th game as a quarterback in the NFL. If anyone has any questions or whether or not Patrick Mahomes is ready for the NFL, or if he's like all these coaches that are saying, Mangini, I know he's on First Take with Nick Wright and Chris Carter, and he's like, yeah, we just need a sample size. We need a sample size. I just really can't say. I really can't say until after I watch him for maybe a full season. But you know what? I say poppycock to that because I've watched him for 7 games now, and the dude makes throws you could never even imagine. Eric Mangini, he would still be a coach in the NFL if he had a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. Any analysis that used to be a coach that says anything about waiting on Patrick Mahomes wishes they had someone like Patrick Mahomes. That's end of conversation. Somewhere along the lines, Brett Veach had said, and there's a video on this on YouTube that you can find, he found and scouted Patrick Mahomes, and John Dorsey pulled the trigger and picked him up, and now that's the reason why he's with Kansas City. Regardless of the fact, he is with Kansas City, and he is truth. He is truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. He is my pledge allegiance to the God, so help me God. Whatever. Sorry. Patrick Mahomes is the man. Okay, so I'll stop with that. So the game tonight, a little bit about that. Kareem dealt all day, and that was the factor that everyone was talking about, whether or not Kareem was going to be the main event, and he was nothing short of that. Kareem over 100 receiving yards. I think like 80 or right around 80 or 90 yards rushing. So Kareem did his thing, and he's not slowing down. Kareem's not slowing down. It's not a sophomore slump or anything like that. Kareem is Kareem. He does what he does. There were a few questionable calls on offense on Andy Reid's part, but it ended up paying off because if you had to tell me that you were going to be 40-40 with 4 minutes left, four and some change left in the fourth quarter, well, I guess it was 3 and something against Tom Brady, you would have. If I were Andy Reid, I would say I wish we wouldn't have scored a touchdown that fast. Because if you were to drive the ball as opposed to Tyreek scoring on that touchdown, on the first play, I think that it would be a different story. But you can't guarantee a touchdown on that drive. Granted, the Chiefs' offense, the way that it was playing, I think that you could maybe say 80% that it was going to score a touchdown, but you might as well go ahead and score the touchdown. And that's where defense comes along. And that's my biggest question with Eric Berry being hurt and Justin Houston. Do they really make that much of a difference? If they're in the game, is it that much of a difference? I think if Eric Berry's in the game, of course it makes that much of a difference. And we would still be undefeated regardless of if Eric Berry was in the game or not. But we were undefeated going into today. If Justin Houston was playing tonight, Tom Brady was getting the ball out extremely fast. And I knew he was going to make a mistake. I knew it. And I called it. And I thought that he was going to have a turnover on that game when he drive, but he didn't. But I knew he was going to have a mistake, and that's the thing with Tom Brady. He's going to make mistakes. I know he's the greatest of all time, but he's going to make a mistake. And when he did make a mistake, I know we did capitalize on it, but that's the only mistake he made all night. So maybe we have to do something. We absolutely have to do something within the next few weeks if we expect to win against the Patriots. If we were to win out and we went 15-1, and we had home field throughout the playoffs, I think it's a different story in Arrowhead for sure, 100%. I think I think that the New England is still favored against the Chiefs in Arrowhead, just based upon the fact that it's Tom Brady that we're going against, and I agree with that. And the reason that I say that, being a Chiefs fan since I was 5 years old when I was able to understand football, is the fact that we don't have a defense, ladies and gentlemen. We have absolutely no defense. And let it be said that the New England Patriots don't have a defense either because we scored 40 points against them. But the thing is, we have to do something. When we have time and we have draft picks to make moves right now is exactly what we need to do. We need to do something. We need to make some sort of move right now that would impact this team. And getting Justin Houston back, and that's not even a guarantee, especially in the playoffs. Even with Eric Berry, it's not a guarantee. Can Justin Houston stay healthy? I would rather Justin Houston not even play the rest of the season. Same with Eric Berry, not until the playoffs. Just to hope that they would be 100% ready against New England in the AFC Championship game. He's already beat Ben Roethlisberger, ladies and gentlemen. He's already beat, and Patrick Mahomes, I'm talking about, he's already beat Ben Roethlisberger. He's already beat Phillip Rivers. He's going to beat Andy Dalton next week, and that's just my opinion. He's going to beat Joe Flacco in weeks to come. They're going to beat the Rams in like 6 or 7 weeks. Patrick Mahomes is going to do a lot of things, but the thing that he's going to have to do, and the thing that's going to matter the most, is beat the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead. And God forbid it be at Gillette Stadium, because if it is, then the Chiefs 100% for certainty have to make some sort of move right now and trade some draft picks. We have 2 second-round draft picks coming up in this draft. We need to do something. We have to. We need to get quicker on the outside. We have to. When it comes to cornerbacks, I think that they played decent. But tonight just showed that it doesn't matter how quick you play, Tom Brady can get the ball out as fast as they've ever came, ever. Okay? So, maybe at the linebacker position. The linebackers made a lot of good plays tonight. But maybe on the outside. And maybe it is scheme. I don't know. But I think that if we do play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, we have to get better on defense. So, hey, this is Talk Junkies, man. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe. There's going to be more content to come, especially if you're a Chiefs fan. I'm not opposed to getting more into the NFL at all. The Cowboys steamrolled. I watched a little bit of that game. Zeke looked amazing. And same with the Rams. Todd Gurley, of course, he did his thing. He ran the ball all over the place. Goff didn't have to do much. The first game that I watched today was the first game that was on Channel 5, CBS, and I don't remember who it was. Sorry, it's been a long day. Oh, it was the Browns and Chargers. And the Browns made Phillip Rivers look extremely well, which Phillip always does, during the regular season. But the Chargers are going to have a downfall, like they always do, unless they run the ball with Melvin. That's the only way that they're going to make it to the playoffs. But that's it, man. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Talk Junkies out.